And the old man said, where are you off to?
Where are you off to?
He said, I'm going to sell my cow at market.
I'm going to sell my cow at market.
Well,
Well,
that's a mighty fine cow.
that's a mighty fine cow.
Would you like to make a trade for her?
Would you like to trade her for?
And Jack said, well, what kind of trade?
Well, what kind of trade?
It just so happens
It just so happens
that I have
that I have
magic beans.
magic beans.
Now you have magic beans.
Magic beans.
And I'll trade you these beans
I'll trade you these beans
for your cow.
for your cow.
Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
Plant these babies
Plant these babies
overnight. And in the morning,
and in the morning.
they'll grow up to the sky.
They'll grow to the sky.
And Jack said, oh,
Oh,
magic beans.
magic beans.
What boy could resist magic beans? And he said, okay, I'll trade.
Okay, I'll trade.
And so Jack went home, and the old man went back there, right by the wall. And as you can imagine, this did not set well with Jack's mother. You did what?
You did what?
You traded our cow
You traded our cow
for beans?
for beans?
And she took those magic beans and she threw them out the window. Like she was mad. There we go. And she said, go to your room. We're ruined. She was heartbroken. And Jack's mom went back there to the wall. And Jack went to bed. And when he woke up in the morning, his room was overcast and shadow. What do you think he saw?
A beanstalk.
A beanstalk, that's right. The old man was telling the truth after all. So Jack opened up his window and he hopped out. And he began to climb the beanstalk. And he climbed faster, and faster, and faster, and faster. Maniac, maniac. Then he got to the top, and there was a long road that led to a big, tall house. And sweeping the stairs was a teeny tiny old woman. Are you beating the stairs? There we go. And Jack said, please, Mum.
Please, Mom.
All polite like, you see, he hadn't eaten dinner the night before. May I have some breakfast?
May I have some breakfast?
And she said, breakfast?
Breakfast?
If it's breakfast you want,
It's breakfast you want.
it's breakfast you'll be if you don't get out of here.
It's breakfast you'll be if you don't get out of here.
There's a giant that lives here, boy.
There's a giant that lives here, boy.
And he likes nothing better
I mean, like nothing better
than boys and berries on toast.
than boys and berries on toast.
Now scram.
Now scram.
But Jack said, please.
Please.
And she said, oh, all right.
Oh, all right.
But if he comes,
But if you come,
you better hide.
you better hide it.
And so she got Jack a bagel and a glass of milk. And then they heard a rumbling and a clump, clump, clump. Jack ran and hid in a cupboard. They left it open just a crack so he could peek out. The giant sniffed. And he smacked his lips. And he said, 3, 5, 0,
3, 5, 4, 5.
Is that a boy I smell in here?
Is that a boy I smell in here?
And the little old woman said, oh no.
Oh no.
That's just the soup I made.
That's just the soup I made.
Now sit down and eat it.
Now sit down and eat.
And so the giant slurped his soup. And he said, 3, 5, 0,
3, 5, 4, 5.
bring me my goose.
Bring me my goose.
I want gold. And so Jack watched the teeny tiny old woman went and got the goose. And she set her on the table, and the goose laid eggs. Now each of these eggs was made out of shiny, pure gold. Each time she honked, she laid an egg. She honked 3 times.
He asked you 3 times.
Yes, you did. Go honk, 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 honk. giant collected the eggs and he put them in a sack. And then he said, fee, fi, fo, fum.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Bring me my harp.
Bring me my harp.
I want music.
I want music.
So Jack watches the teeny tiny old woman and got the harp. And the harp had a tiny ornate face and gold strings, and when she put her on the table, she played the most beautiful music Jack had ever heard, all by herself. Soon the giant was snoring up a storm. Leaning on me. And the old woman fell asleep too. She was a light sleeper. Jack crept out of the cupboard with his eyes on that sack of gold, and he went over to it and picked it up. And it was oh so heavy. Lighter than that, there we go. He dragged it out of the house. Threw it down to his house and he came up for more gold. The goose said, please take me with you.
Please take me with you.
The giant stole the harp and I from a princess.
The giant stole the gold from the harp.
And I from the princess.
And I from the princess.
And I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't want to be here anymore.
If you had me,
If you had me,
you wouldn't need sacks of gold eggs.
you don't need sacks of gold eggs.
I can lay you a gold egg anytime you want.
I can hold you a gold egg.
Gold egg
Gold egg.
anytime.
You want.
Honk! Honk! See?
Me.
And Jack nodded yes. And the old woman woke up and said, take me with you too.
Take me with you too.
I'm so bored.
I'm so bored.
And so Jack said, take the goose and head towards the beanstalk.
Take the goose and head towards the beanstalk.
I'll get the harp.
I'll get the harp.
And so they did. So he went over to the harp and he grabbed the front of the harp. Much to her surprise, help!
Help!
Stranger danger! And so Jack and the harp rushed out of the house, just as the giant woke up. And the giant chased them out of the house. And they went faster and faster down the beanstalk, following the old woman and the goose. And the beanstalk began to shake with the weight of the giant who was following him. And when Jack got to the bottom, he screamed out for his mommy. And so Jack's mommy came out with her mighty axe, and she swung 3 times at the beanstalk. Are you chopping me down? And the giant yelled, fee, fi, fo!
Fee, fi, fo!
And the giant fell down with his nerve, and broke his crown, and the beanstalk came toppling after. And Jack introduced his mom to the teeny tiny old woman, to the goose that laid golden eggs, and to the beautiful ornate harp. And they fixed up their house. They used those gold eggs as needed, and for once they weren't hungry anymore. And then Jack went and found the princess, and he gave back the harp. And the princess fell in love with Jack, and so they were married. And they all lived happily ever after. Give the ground applause for volunteers. And now, there we go. Go ahead and take your hats and put them in the bin to your left. Mr. John, come back. You can have it later.